70.3 world champion, Jan Frodeno, Deutschland. Jan, a 23.14 swim. Second fastest of these top three here, 2:09 bike, 04, 50 seconds quicker than Sebi. And then the 1:16.32 run of the three runs here, the third fastest. But first down the finish line. Before we talk about your race, at one stage the cameras did a replay of you on the run course. It looked like you tripped up a little bit on one of the fences, or you rolled your ankle a bit. Was there a problem on the run at all?
Well, no, I mean, the whole run was a problem. I certainly wasn't a happy guy on the run course. I gave it my all that I had on the bike, and that's exactly how I felt when I got off the bike. I was uncoordinated, I had nothing left, and I was just trying to survive through. And I don't know if it was some unevenness. It could have been a leaf, for all I know. That was enough to almost trip me over. That's pretty much how this half marathon felt. But yeah, those are the days. I actually almost came off the bike 5K before the finish, and that gave me a pretty decent cramp, and I was sort of dealing with that the whole time, but whatever.
So a lot of people think that winning is easy and you had the perfect day. Clearly you didn't. You worked hard for that win, as everybody sitting next to you worked hard for their day. Can you just talk us through just a summary? You've given us a bit of the bike, but started off the day, did the swim go according to plan? It looks like a big pack coming out of the water together.
Yeah, well, I think Javi and I got away pretty soon, but then I was on the right, he was on the left, and he always wanted to go right, and I always wanted to go left. So we were always bumping into each other, and it was a bit of chaos, but anyways, yeah, it was, I was already on the swim. I thought, yeah, I was breathing really hard, I had to work really hard for it, and I realized already early on that it was going to be a proper working day. There was not much mercy my body had for me today, but yeah, that was always going to be a given on this kind of course. I just hoped for it to come a little later. The bike was yeah, really interesting. I mean, we got a little gap with Andy Böcherer and myself to the bottom of the climb. And I think I got out the seat and was pushing something like 500 watts, and he came past me. And I'm like, okay, fine, that's all I've got, I'll stay here. I was, yeah, to be honest, I was very happy actually to only get 1:20 to the top of the climb. I know, well, I think it's fair to say I'm not a mountain goat. That title is reserved to others, so I knew I would seek my chance on the descent, which is what I did, and got away, and then sort of managed to ride back up to the guys. Yeah, and then fight my way through the run.
Off the bike, I think, just behind Andreas Streitz, but very quickly caught up to him, and you went past him, and it was like you were making a statement. You're like, Andy, I'm coming past you, and yeah, I'm going to blow your hair off, which literally you did.
Well, there's not too much hair to blow off there, I think. But it's obviously a very kind camera setting, because he held on to me for like 300 meters. And I'm like, oh, if this guy sticks to me, I'm having a tough day on the run. No discredit to him, but I mean, he is a great cyclist, and maybe not the fastest runner. Yeah, and I just had no idea how far back these guys were. We pushed really hard from the turnaround where we saw them to get as much of a gap to the transition zone. And yeah, then I was just happy to know that I've got a little bit of time up my sleeve.
A very hot win at the Ironman European Championship in Frankfurt. Hot and humid. A very hot and humid race here too for the 70.3 World Championship title. Does this bode well? I mean, it's the obvious question that everybody's asking. The media going, Daniela doing the double. Is Jan Frodeno going to do the double?
I'm working pretty hard on it. Yeah, hot and humid is definitely something that suits me. I think you guys who followed my career, it's safe to say that I suck when it's cold. And I'm just glad that's never going to happen in Kona.
Questions for the Ironman 70.3 men's world champion, Jan Frodeno.
And your splits against Andy Böcherer are all quicker on the flats. First 20 k's and the last 50. When they started going up the hill, did you really give it your max, or was there a sense of hold back a little bit and save something for the run?
No, there was a little bit of hold back and save something for the second 50k. I did work hard up the hill, no doubt. I certainly pushed really hard, but I knew that I could give them a bit of time, and that's why, yeah, I mean, I pushed hard, but maybe there was another 5 seconds in it.
What was the average power you had during the bike, and what's the max speed you reached with the descent?
Can't answer either of those. I didn't check it. It's one of those things when you go to transition zone 2, I don't flick through all my through my data, and transition's a K down the road, so I haven't made it there yet. But I don't know. I gave it to the guys from Quark. Maybe they can help you out. I honestly don't know.
I think in 2 words it was a lot. The training in the Pyrenees is certainly working on the descending. Next question, anybody? Jan, I'd like to give one final question to you. The first time Europe's hosted the Ironman 7.3 World Championship as a neighbour from Germany, as a European, are you proud of the show that Zell Kaprun, Austria, put on for the world here at the Ironman 7.3 World Championship?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought this doing great finish lines was reserved to the Germans. I mean, if you look at Hamburg and you look at Frankfurt and other events I won't name here for, you know, courtesy reasons. Man, it was buzzing there today. It was loud, it was noisy, the people were just ecstatic. It was fantastic. Like, it was literally goosebump kind of material, which is hard to do after 3 hours and 50 of hard work. So great, yeah, my hat off to the community, to the people around here, the fans, the athletes.